Hi everyone. So this is going to be a really quick photo or video. Um, so I received a email from Owen Johnson yesterday in regards to visits. I'll upload it later on today. I seem to be having some trouble with the app that I use, the Veto app. So I'm looking for a different platform to upload videos from if I can't get that one working. Um, but in the meantime, I just thought I'd provide an update. So, um, Owen contacted Winnipeg Child Access Agency and the courts ordered that I was allowed to have 6-hour visits either Saturdays or Sundays. I'm not quite sure why the stipulation on days. Again, I think it's another discriminatory move from the courts to make my access that much harder. Um, However, that is what was ordered. So he contacted Winnipeg Child Access Agency, and they said they could only do a maximum of 2-hour visits. They suggested that I contact Mike B. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his last name, but in regardless, I contacted him, and in the meantime, um, I contacted him. He contacted Owen Johnson. Owen sent me a rather what I considered a hostile email, saying on how I didn't respond to him. Well, I'm not his secretary. I'm not required to respond to him. But but regardless, I did kind of respond to him. I contacted Mike B. Mike B. contacted him. So I would have thought it would have been common sense to assume that I was looking into things. However, in response, I got a heated email from him, and um, this email said that it's going to cost $300 a visit for me to have a 6-hour visit that the court ordered. Um, or So I said to him, "Well, if it's gonna cost $300 for me to have a visit, then I'm like, maintenance enforcement has wiped out my entire bank account. I can't afford that. So if I'm gonna be allowed to see the kids, he's gonna have to pick up the cost of it. There is no other option." And then he goes on to say on how he needs more supervisors, more names. I've given him all the names I can. He has chosen not to look into things. So that's where things are at right now. It's been 130 days since I've last seen my kids. Kyla remains in a hospital. I am not being permitted to see her. I have been denied access by both my sister and Owen Johnson and the hospital. Um, my sister and Owen got their names put on as the emergency contacts. Again, I'm not quite sure how they did that. Kyla has been in hospital now for 3 months, almost 3 months now. And so it is quite severe. Last time I saw her, she had a breathing tube. She couldn't talk on her own. She um they were doing multi procedures on her and experimenting with a bunch of different medication or so I what sorry, experimenting with a bunch of different medication um trying to stabilize her, but however, like they failed to use the medication that she's been on for the majority of her life. So like I without talking to the doctor, without being able to access any sort of real information, the only thing I can conclude is that they are failing to provide her proper medical care. I mean, they gave her a medication that she was allergic to, which almost killed her, failed to talk to me. I've contacted the College of Nurses, and they sent me a letter which I will upload and post on here later on. Um, it basically says that, because of certain legislation, they can't really look into the matter further, which really is kind of upsetting because, I mean, when somebody enters the hospital, they assume that they're gonna get the best care possible. But when, the nurses are more concerned with politics and who said what and gossip that they're failing to access the resources that would help a person, then they're failing to do their job. They're failing to provide the best medical care possible. Um, in regards to the Court of Appeal, um, mi- since Miss Aquila's last email, I sent the Court of Appeal a letter, an email, stating that, based on Miss Aquila's email, it is my understanding that her intention is to put forth an order that wasn't indicated in the disposition sheet. Um, I'm still waiting on a reason for the dismissal from the Court of Appeal. And um, that was a few days ago that I sent this letter or email, and I still haven't got a response back from the Court of Appeal. So, um, like, I'm not quite sure how to go. Like, if they don't respond, I guess I take it to the media or do like, or maybe the Minister of Justice. I honestly am not quite sure what steps I'm going to take going forward. What I do know is that um, um, I don't seem to be getting a response from them. And that alone is kind of concerning because if if the courts just decide to just ignore the topic, what does that say about our justice system? That certain individuals don't um, aren't permitted a response. They are not worthy of a response. That they're being discriminated against by not getting a response. Like, what else can be concluded? Anyways, that's it for this short updated video. I will try uploading more documents tonight, either using the app that I did use previously or another one. Have a good day, everyone.